Welcome back, friends. This week we are making a rainbow and a pot of gold because St. Patrick's Day is coming up. So in your craft kit that your grown-up picked up from the library, find the one that has some strips of rainbow colored paper. There's a funny looking black shape in there, and then there's some yellow circles and some sparkly gold circles, okay? At home, you're going to need, oops, you're not going to knock it over like I am because you're not as clumsy, but you're going to need some glue sticks and maybe a pair of scissors. I've got my white glue as a backup, but shouldn't need it. Sometimes these ones can be a little picky about glue, so you might need the white glue for that one, okay? All right. First up, we're gonna make a chain. So we've got these rainbow strips, and yours might be a little bit thinner, and you can trim them if they're too wide. And we're gonna make chains. So we're just gonna put a little bit of glue on one end here. And this takes a little bit of patience. I know sometimes that can be easier said than done. But a little bit of glue, a little dab will do. This glue is really sticky today. Look at that. Wow. And then we hold that edge together to make our first loop, okay? We take our next color of the rainbow, which is orange, thread it through. Again, a little dab of glue on that edge. And the humidity in the libraries making this glue really stringy. There. Hold that together just for a second. Boop, 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 boop. Yellow comes next. Just a dab, right on that edge. Hold them together, give it a good pinch. This is the one time it's okay to pinch something, right? Yeah. What comes next in our rainbow? Red, orange, yellow. You got it. Green. Through the yellow loop. A little dab of glue. Little squeeze, little pinch there. Next up, blue. Now, in the real rainbow, we'd have one more color that's a fancy color that's not quite blue, woo, and not quite purple. I dropped my chain. It's a fancy color called indigo. And it's a purpley blue. It's the best way to describe it. But I didn't have any paper that was that color, so we're missing that color in our rainbow. But you know what? I think it'll be okay today. What do you think? Yeah? Okay, give that little pinch. And lastly, we've got our purple. Or, as we say in the rainbow, we call it violet. Really sticky glue today. Look at that. All right, I'm going to set that aside for a minute and give it a chance to dry. Then I'm going to come to my funny black shape, right? You know what it's going to be? It's going to be the pot that holds all my fabulous gold. Yeah. So, take your glue and start adding your gold to the pot. And you can add as many pieces as you want. That is up to you. Just a little dab. Now I know if we were actually looking for a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, we'd probably want one that was really full, right? Yeah. I can't ever seem to find one though, can you? You been out looking? Yeah? Those tricky leprechauns keep moving them, huh? Yeah. Yep, just when you think you're there, you're not. Yep, that rainbow keeps moving. And that pot of gold goes poof, disappears. I think I'm gonna add a couple of the sparkly ones on the top. What do you think? Yep, just a couple. Like I said, sometimes the glue stick works, and I think it's gonna work today because this is extra sticky glue today. But if it doesn't, have that white glue handy, okay? All right. Gonna add just a couple more. I like it when they sparkle. Yeah. Yep. Sparkly. I think I'm gonna do one more. I think I need a little extra bling. But you don't have to do that many. You don't have to do any if you don't want to. What do you think? Is that a good pot of gold? Yeah? Now there are two ways to do this. You've got a black strip of paper left. You can just make one loop and hang your rainbow. Or you can do one on each side and have your rainbow go across. Okay? But my chain is pretty thick, so it doesn't bend really pretty. So I think I'm just going to do one loop on my cauldron or on my pot. But you can do two if you want. That's totally okay. So I'm going to do one. I'm going to do it right in the middle. I'm going to tuck it behind some of my gold. Actually, I might put some gold over the top of it. So I'm going to put a little dab of glue on the front. And put my black strip of paper down. And I'm going to put a little dab on the back. And you do the same thing if you're doing two. Just do it on the sides. One on the front, one on the back. Make your loop. Boop, 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 boop. Whoop! That glue stuck. Imagine that, glue sticking. There we go. There's a little more of that glue I needed. I'm going to add a little bit more gold right above that, just to hide it. I'm going to add one little more dot of gold, like that. Boop. I made a mistake, you guys, but I can fix it. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to hook my rainbow to the pot. So don't make the mistake that Miss Desiree did. Before you glue your black paper down, make sure you add your rainbow. A little bit more glue. And it's all good. No one will ever know except you guys that I made a mistake. Yeah. Mistakes are just chances to learn, right? Yep. And now I can hang my pot of gold. What do you think? Is that fun? Or maybe you did the curve over your pot. That's cool too. I hope that brings some sunshine to your day, and I'll see you next time.